It is time for the schedule release breakdown. Why am I doing this so late? That doesn't matter. The point is that why is our schedule so hard? Hello, Steelers Nation! Welcome to another episode of Steelcast, the podcast where you don't have to be a Steelers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host. I had to add an extra hello for good measure because I forgot how to do my intro. Attack! And today we are going to be breaking down the Pittsburgh Steelers 2024-2025 regular season schedule. It's been a while since I last did a Steelcast episode, like post-draft, but nothing really happened much since then, aside from a few free agency signings, nothing really too crazy to talk about. But now there's a schedule release. And we gotta go over this thing because this schedule, based on Pro Football Focus ratings, is like the third or fourth hardest schedule in the league. The top two being I think Ravens and Bengals. The AFC North overall has the toughest schedules in all of football this season. So we really need to look at this and break it all down because boys, we are in a wild ride. Looking at preseason first, though, we only have the week 1 against Texans and week 2 against Bills. We don't have a week 3 preseason game, oddly enough, and we don't play the Hall of Fame game. So we only have 2 preseason games. 2. It's really weird, I know, but bear with me. And then, onto regular season, because the way that the season is split up is you play your division opponents twice. One division in the AFC, one division in the NFC, one team from each of the other 2 remaining AFC divisions, because we're an AFC team, and then one NFC team from another conference, or from another division. And we actually get that extra NFC opponent for our first game in the Atlanta Falcons as the Arthur Smith revenge game, and Kirk Cousins' first time in a Falcons uniform. And this will be Kirk Cousins' 3rd team in the NFL playing for the Falcons. And we're going to Atlanta. So could I, based on where I live, make this game and be there live for it? Absolutely. Am I going to be? Probably not. But we'll see what happens. I really hope I can make that game, though. And then week 2, we're going to Denver to play the Broncos for the Russell Wilson revenge game. Week 3, the Chargers come to us as we go against one of the Harbaugh brothers. That's not John. We're going against Jim this time. And his Chargers. He was the head coach for the San Francisco 49ers for a time. And then they played the Ravens in the Harbaugh Super Bowl. And it was great. I hated that Super Bowl so much because it was the Harbaugh Bowl. It was rough regardless. I did watch that Super Bowl too, by the way. And I ended up picking the Ravens to win. I don't know why. I just did, and they ended up winning. I think I picked the Ravens to win that game was because the Ravens had fewer Super Bowls. I think that was my logic. And then in week 4, we go to Indianapolis to play the Colts. 5, we play the Cowboys at home. 6, we go to Vegas to play the Raiders. 7, the Jets come to us. I hate Aaron Rodgers so much. I really hope he gets hurt again. Giants, they come to us to play. Got a bye week 9, which is weird because normally we have our bye week super early. So having one mid-season is actually good. And then we got Washington week 10. We go to Washington, by the way. And then the second half is horrendous because we have 4 division games in a row versus Ravens, at Browns, at Bengals versus Browns. Then we got at Eagles, at Ravens versus Chiefs versus Bengals. It is the roughest second half I have ever seen in the schedule making. Ever. We don't get our first division game until week 11. That's so bad. It's ridiculous. Our last 8 games are our division opponents plus Eagles and Chiefs. That is so bad. You thought the first half was rough. That is the roughest second half schedule I have ever seen in Steelers history. The roughest. And we're still going to sweep the Ravens. I'm already calling it. One thing I do want to point out, though, is 2 of these games I cannot stream. I cannot stream Thursday nights, and we do have one week 14 against the Browns. So that'll be our second Browns matchup. Or is it the first one? No, it actually might be the first one. I don't know. One of them. I'm pretty sure it's week 14, though. No, it's week 12. No, it's week 12 because it's week 12. I'm pretty sure. And then week 17 against the Chiefs is a Netflix game. So those will be the 2 Steelers games I will not be able to watch because I don't have either Amazon Prime or Netflix. There's also going to be a lot of Monday night games I won't be able to stream as well because I do want to stream Monday night games, but they're mostly on ESPN. So, actually, I think all of them are. But the only reason I'm able to watch the Monday night game with the Steelers with the Giants is because it's also on ABC. So some of them are on ESPN and ABC, and some of them are pure ESPN. The ones that are on ABC, I will be able to watch those. So no Thursday Night Football from me, but and limited Monday nights. However, everything else, as long as it's not on Peacock or Netflix or anything like that, I'll be able to watch. So do expect a lot of streams from me when we do football season. Because I do want to watch multiple football games, as many as I can. I don't know how many we'll be able to do. Like every week. Because like my back is going to kill me sitting in this chair for hours upon hours, because we'll be doing 2, maybe 3 games at a time, depending on how the matchups are during the evening games. But enough about our live stream schedule. Let's talk about the floor and the ceiling for the Steelers going into this season. The floor for the Steelers probably still 9-8 as usual, assuming Russell Wilson wets the bed. That's only assuming Russell Wilson wets the bed. Only assuming. The Steelers' ceiling, I want to say 13 or 14 wins. We'll do like 14 to 3 as the ceiling. But it's only assuming Russell Wilson returns to Super Bowl peak, like, Seahawk form that he was in. Like, returns to full form. I don't really know exactly what we're going to be doing come playoff time. Because I do know that a lot of these games are going to be like... Because I'm very confident Steelers will make it, even if we have like 10 or 11 wins. I'm predicting 12 wins to be exact. But I'm quite confident the Steelers can push it in, even with the third most difficult schedule in the league. Because even though a lot of these opponents are hard, there are a few that I definitely see the Steelers winning, like Falcons. Chargers is not going to be that tough of a matchup because who does Herbie have to throw the ball to? But Colts might be a little tough, but they still have a pretty young, inexperienced team, so maybe Cowboys, we could win that game because Jerry Jones is an idiot. Raiders is a winnable game. Heck, even the Jets is winnable. And a little bit the toughest one on the list of winnable home games, but like it's winnable. I do not see us beating the Chiefs though. Even though we have Russell Wilson and he did beat them last year, I don't see us beating the Chiefs or the Eagles. I do see us sweeping the Ravens and that short week against the Browns where we play them on Thursday night. I do see that game as a loss only because like short week against a good Browns defense. But we could still win that game because the Browns are an idiot. Browns are idiots. Like their offense should not be that good. I mean, yeah, they got Nick Chubb, but that's about it. Who else do they have that's good? And you can't really even argue Deshaun Watson. You could argue Amari Cooper, but he's getting old. Like, who do they have that's good on the offense? That's not Nick Chubb. You tell me. The Bengals, though, we could lose. We probably are going to fall to the Bengals week 13. I do see that, even though it will be like a longer week. The only reason I even see that as a possibility is because if Joe Burrow is healthy. That's the only reason I see that as a possibility. Because the Bengals might rest their starters in the last week of the season if they're like making it to the postseason, and I can see us winning that game. I can see us winning that game for seeding, depending on how things play out. But yeah, that's how I kind of see the Steelers' schedule playing out. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. I say 12 wins. What do y'all say? Uh, who do you guys have? How do you think the Steelers are going to do this season? Are they going to make the playoffs? Are they going to make a push for the Super Bowl? Let me know. My name is Zach Attack, and as always, you're in Steelers country.